Now, this is how some of their attacks and plans they try to implement them, and that's the setup to how they try to you know make an impression on you with their attacks and stuff, and how they try to enter with their attacks. Basically, it's the subliminal advertising or the theater that they might put in front of you, the show they might put on in front of you, while you're sleeping. You know what I'm saying? The attacks on your dreams and stuff, and probably through the same means. And also, they try to keep you ignorant of all of this. Um, and also, all of that just goes back to you and the power of your belief, so that they could try to affect your power. And you're the one with the power. Remember that. I'm the one with the power. I have my own power. You have the power over yourself. I have the power over myself. Everybody has the power over themselves. But we work together in this conjunction, and we come together and we affect all of this. But now we're going to look into how they exactly attack people, and what do they really do. We're going to get deeper into it and how they really attack people. Now remember, they're trying to manipulate you, so can't be gullible. You gotta be strong-minded. That's the best word I would say. So first of all, what powers do they try to portray to people to to do or to do some, or do some probably let them unaware, do some people let them have these powers unaware of the consequences or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you signing, are you agreeing to something? When you agree to something, what are you really agreeing to? And everything is straight up. Everything should be straight up. So these are things that may not be true for everybody, but some people may want to believe in this stuff, and in doing so, they believe in it, and then they may try to give the power to somebody else, temporarily or whatever, while they believe it, and then allow people to do things like this. But there's things like they try to get you to believe that they could do mind reading. Now, like I said, it's the power of belief. Now, if you believe you can do it, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? Now, they got mind reading, read your mind, and telepathy, or they talk to you through the mind. A voice in the sky, like, they read the story of Moses in these religions, in the Abrahamic religions. And you have curses that people might believe. If you believe someone could do voodoo curses and all this other stuff, and other dreams and schemes that people may do. Think People that think they could tap in, they want you to think that they could tap into your dream and speak into your dreams and stuff. And I don't want to perpetuate any lies for these people. So let's just say it's all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's all bullshit until proven true. So let's just say all that shit that they saying is all bullshit. So they can't do none of that stuff. Um, but with these people doing this, you would call us gods, and you would basically say, what I'm saying, you would feel like a god yourself if you would be able to do it. So this is where these people are coming from, and this is the position that some people are in. So basically, when you see that it's only that if we give it power, that it has power, then you know that we individually are the all power. We have the all power, individually in our own right. You know what I'm saying? So now that you can renounce and denounce other people's power over you, you can now begin to use your powers to create for yourself. But this model, it seems to me that the Illuminati as a group doesn't truly accept this. They don't truly like people being truly free to do everything they want. Um, Unless maybe you're the ones that pass their test, then maybe they're fine with you being as free as, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But to me it seems like they don't want everyone to be truly free. And then you have the ones that were just meant for sacrifice or destruction, or sacrifice to these gods and sacrifice for more spiritual power. And of course, they don't mean for them to be free, but you know, everybody has a chance to get free. Everybody has potential to be free, and everybody will get an opportunity to be free, and they should arise to that occasion and truly be free, like We all should be. Now, here's some tests that they use to either harass, test people, or just punish people, or maybe just as some sadistic type shit where they just punishing people. Maybe it's not like a justified punishment, and maybe it's some sadistic punishment type shit. Who knows what these people are really doing? I'm not in their circles, so but I do see that other people have been fell victim to this and stuff. Now the main thing that they do is gang stalking. I don't know. You could probably look it up on any YouTube video or whatever, and you'll see gang stalking. That's you know, that's like some people notice this when there's large groups of people that seem to just be all around them doing annoying things. They could be doing anything. Like everybody comes to you and just starts doing the same thing, you know, or asking the same questions or anything like that. And you know, they're doing seemingly normal things where if it happened once during the day, you're like, okay, that's normal. But you know, if every street you go down, somebody's there, and it seems like people are following you and stalking, and it's a gang of people stalking people. So they seem gang stalking, and they all doing type of annoying things that would be normal under normal circumstances, because it's happening in such fast frequency, it that people are doing it on purpose. Now, some people may act as if this is not on purpose. Now, when I'm talking about gang stalking, I'm talking about actual harassment. But even before that, you always had these people around you speaking things into your life and making up scenarios around you to try to manipulate your reality. They want you to dream as they want you to dream, and they want to speak things into you and all that type of stuff. So you already had these people around you doing the gang stalking. Now, like I said, you could look at it either way. You could look at them as angels, or you could look at them as manipulators that just want to, it depends on how you look. It's all about perspective. So I'm not trying to I'm not trying to lead you in any kind of way. I'm just trying to give you the information. So if you're big enough to handle it, you can handle it. I know some people get so messed up in the brain that everything is sensitive to them, and they think everybody, especially when you're at this stage when you know this type of stuff, um, you know, where you could just say, okay, people are just super sensitive and they don't want to da 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 da. But this is, I don't know. Now, some of the people that do this, they do it knowingly. They know exactly what they're doing, and they're doing it on purpose to you. And then there's some people. This is why you got to be careful. There's some people that don't know what they're doing. They're just being led by whatever. It could be a spirit or whatever, and they're being led. I don't know. Maybe it's coincidence. Maybe they'll take something that people do normally and a lot. Saying people always say you walk down the street, you might scratch your head. Let's say now you got a bunch of people, you got a small group of people walking around, and they're all scratching their head around you, and they're making you, oh man. So now you're conditioned to be like, okay, nice people just trying to mess with me with something so stupid as scratching their head, and then you say, okay, so when somebody normally scratches their head and they don't have nothing to do with that, you're thinking they're part of them, but these other people just got you conditioned to the point where blah blah blah. So some people might spaz out on these people and want to fight and everything over this thing. This happens all the time, and so one time it might have been that group that conditioned you to make this thing a pet peeve of yours, and now when a normal person does it and they don't have nothing to do with you, you might be like, oh shoot, or maybe it might be a ghost inside of them leading them to do it. Either way, you just got to be careful about it because some people are doing it on purpose and some people aren't. So now it seems as if the ghosts or the ghost protectors, that's what you might call them, the ghost protectors, or trying to empower this ghost that may be in you or whatever to um, you know to control the body and somehow, or it might be voodoo, or outside voodoo or something like that, or not. But it won't. With knowledge and things, you will overstand all of that, and you'll always have control over yourself. Now I don't know why they do this, or I don't know if they really do this, but I have caught on to all their schemes, so now I overstand all of their stuff. But I don't know why they would do that for sure, but if they try to control the mind or some kind of mind control, or try to turn people, basically something like a zombie or something. But with knowledge and freedom from we're free from all the ignorance, then we will defeat them and we will win, and we will gain the true knowledge of self and be the true self. Now, although subliminal messages and what Donald Trump calls fake news, it could be subliminal messages um, on the TV, the radio, you know what I'm saying? But you got to be careful because it might just be what you're attracted to. They throw normal energy out there, um, and if you gravitate towards it, you might be attracting something, especially if it's negative. Now, some people, when they go through this program and they are already conditioned to gravitate towards the negative, they think everybody's out to get them already. So just your thinking alone, just maybe for you even watching this video, you're already thinking something about the Illuminati. Now maybe you're just curious and you're like, okay, whatever. But if when you think that there's a conspiracy of people and they're all out to do bad things against you, then anything you see that's bad, you're gonna kind of gravitate towards it. You know what I'm saying? Now it's how you can still gravitate towards it. Now when you gravitate towards it and you dislike it, then you're good. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, energy won't be able to hurt you. You'll probably hurt that energy, if anything. You know what I'm saying? So, but some people get conditioned and they through the fake news. You might watch some fake news, or you might just watch regular TV, whatever the case may be, and it feels like people are actually talking straight to you. Oh, we're talking just to you. Um, Shoot, maybe they are. Maybe they're not. I don't know. I can't. I'm not gonna try to throw that on anybody. I don't want no one to have a burden like that. I want everybody's life to be peaceful and prosperous. But I do want you to know the truth. So I do want you to be well aware of all the spiritual truths of the metaphysical world and the fact that we are immortal and eternal beings. And I want everyone to be well aware of that and to use that well to their advantage. Do people need to be conditioned so only a certain amount of people could live through this or make it through this? Um, I don't know. Maybe that's their aim. I don't know what they do. Let me just stop speculating on that. Like I said, other than the fake news and the subliminals, they also, they have the fake scenarios that I call them the theatrics. You know what I'm saying? The subliminal criminals do a bunch of theatrics in front of you. You know what I'm saying? It might be a fake fight in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Because they want you to be a fighter or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that you have to be, and they also may leave props, symbols, something, they might leave something on the ground, da da da, and then you'll see they'll leave it next to a sign or something, and they'll kind of suggest to you that this means this and that means that, so this is connected, da da da. Now, I know that probably makes no sense to a lot of people, but if you're at that stage, then you know what I'm talking about. Now they may leave props sitting around somewhere, and labels on goods or whatever the case may be, and these props might, they might think it means something to you or to your ghost or whatever the case may be. So that's another thing to watch out for is the props and the